An airline told this man, "No cats allowed in passenger seats." He insisted, "Mine are different. They're trained." "Prove it," the staff challenged. He calmly told his cats to get into their carriers. They obeyed instantly. The staff was stunned, but agreed. During the entire flight, the cats sat perfectly still in their seats. No meows, no fuss. They were quieter than a sleeping baby. By the time they landed, the entire crew agreed. Those weren't just cats. They were the best passengers on the plane. This girl wanted to test how protective her dog really was. She set the bait, his favorite food, on the table. Then, she had someone pretend to drag her away. The dog ran over, took one look at the situation, and did the unexpected. He ignored his owner, went straight for the table, and started eating. A hero can't fight on an empty stomach. This owner wanted to eat her cheesecake, but her cat stuck his paw right in it. She thought it was just one time, but after that, the cat demanded to taste all her food. At first, this was okay, but the cat got bolder and even tried to grab her spoon. If she said no, the cat would fight her for the food. So, they made a deal. The cat gets the first few bites, and when she gives a signal, he has to stop. Now, this little cat tastes all her food first to make sure it's good. This dog was celebrating his birthday with a special cake. He was happily eating until he suddenly froze. His eyes locked onto a tiny black figure on the cake, placed right next to one of himself. He slowly backed away, his face suddenly sad, and refused to eat that part. He wouldn't touch the little figure. It looked exactly like his best friend who had just passed away. This cat couple lives a life better than many people. When they first met, the boy cat fell in love right away, but the girl cat said no. He didn't give up. He asked her to watch a movie with him, and slowly she started to like him too. Their owner saw how close they became and built them a small 2-floor house, a bedroom downstairs and a movie room upstairs. Like every couple, they sometimes fight about small things, but he always finds a way to make her smile again. Later, they had 10 cute kittens. Looks like this cat couple is more romantic than most humans. The deer in Japan aren't just polite, they're competitive. When this deer saw a woman with a cookie, he politely bowed his head, but she gave the treat to his friend instead. So the first deer immediately bowed 3 more times, as if to prove he deserved it more. This cat loves nothing more than to cuddle with her 3 canine siblings, a habit she picked up as a tiny kitten raised right alongside them. When her owner can't find her, the search always ends in the same spot, with the cat lying peacefully in a sea of fur. She even stepped in to help when one of the dogs gave birth, staying close to the puppies like a watchful, furry nanny. And though she gets a little camera shy at picture time, her protective big brothers always make sure their smallest family member is front and center for every single photo. This dog loved her new wings more than any other toy. When she wanted to wear them, she'd run to her owner and tap on them to ask. As soon as the wings were on, she'd dash straight to the mirror. But then she'd stop, seeing something was missing. She would quickly grab her tiny purse, and then, with a happy spin, she would look at herself in the mirror. And when the lights were off, she looked just like the sweetest little fairy in the world. This owner decided to test his cat's wits. He waved his hand, and a smart feeder produced a snack. The first cat raised his own paw, and success. The second cat copied him, and also got his treat. Then came the third cat's turn. He confidently tapped the machine, but it remained stubbornly silent. His confusion grew with every failed attempt. Soon, his ears drooped. The secret? His owner was controlling the game the entire time from his phone. Seeing his furry friend's heartbreak, the owner's heart melted. He finally gave in, and the cat received his well-deserved reward. This man made a fun test for his 3 dogs to see how they would act. The first dog used his strong mouth to bend the stick and quickly got his treat. The second dog was not as smart and dropped the stick. He kept pushing it with his paws, and after a lot of work, he finally pulled it from the other side. But the third dog was the smartest one. As soon as the man gave him the stick, he just dropped it. Then he walked to the other side and ate the treat. This puppy lost his parents until a duck found him. He was shivering and scared, so she gently carried him on her back and brought him home. The puppy stopped being an orphan. He became her son. They were inseparable. Years went by. The puppy grew into a strong dog, just as his mother grew old and weak. Now, it was his turn. He gently watched over her new ducklings, protecting them as she once protected him. As she faded, he gave her one last hug, a silent promise. "Mama, I will love you forever." A boy asked his dad for a beach picnic, but with one condition. He was bringing all his ducklings. The father was nervous, expecting total chaos, but when they arrived, he just stared. The entire flock followed his son in a perfect line, right down to the water. The dad realized he wasn't just his son, he was their mother. This mother duck was swimming with her babies near a waterfall, unaware of the danger. She suddenly saw the edge and pulled back, but one little duckling got swept away and fell all the way down. The baby was okay, but he was now alone. The mother knew there was no way to bring him back up, so she decided to go down to him. She jumped right off the waterfall. As soon as she jumped, all her other ducklings jumped too. Thankfully, the whole family landed safely and was happily reunited at the bottom. This new mom had no idea how to be a mother. She was so confused, she just kept picking her puppies up in her mouth one by one. Her owner worried she might hurt them, so he made a soft bed, but she kept moving them, still lost. The real test? Feeding time. She just didn't. So the owner gently guided each tiny puppy to her, and as they fed, something finally clicked. She wasn't just a dog anymore. She was their mother. Before leaving for a trip, a man anxiously left his beloved dog with Grandpa, worried his furry friend would be lonely. But his worries quickly vanished. The dog wasn't just coping, he was having the vacation of a lifetime. Every morning, they shared a special ritual. Grandpa would rake up a giant, rustling mountain of autumn leaves, and the dog would leap in with pure, unadulterated joy. Watching this blissful scene took Grandpa back to his own carefree childhood. When the owner finally returned, the sight was so heartwarming he couldn't resist and jumping right into the fun with them. To test her pet's patience, an owner built a clever little obstacle course in her home. The cat went first, gliding through each section with effortless elegance, not disturbing a single thing. Next was the first dog, who, despite looking a little nervous, gave it his all. He had one minor stumble, but proudly trotted past the finish line. Finally, it was the last dog's turn. He took one look at the course, decided patience was overrated, and simply bulldozed his way through the middle of everything in a glorious, chaotic dash. This little puppy broke his owner's radio while playing. When the owner found it, he was very angry. He showed the mother dog what her baby had done. Both dogs looked very sad. The owner still wanted to teach the puppy a lesson, so he picked up a slipper. Surprisingly, the mother dog put her paw up to protect her little baby. Then she hugged him tightly and looked at the owner, as if she was saying, "Please don't hurt my baby. Punish me instead." This smart orca was feeling hungry, so his trainer decided to cheer him up with some tasty fish. When the trainer offered one fish, the orca shook his head, saying no. He tried again, showing 2, then 3, then 4 fish. But the orca still refused every single time. Everyone was surprised until the trainer finally showed him the whole box of fish. The orca's eyes lit up, and he nodded with the biggest smile ever. As a reward, he even got a relaxing massage, which he clearly loved. After that, he enjoyed his well-deserved feast every bite of it. A yoga studio found a brilliant fix for boring classes. The owner saw clients were stressed and inconsistent. They weren't relaxing. She brought in puppies. Suddenly, the focus wasn't on poses. It was on pure joy. Stress disappeared, replaced by laughter. Now, the classes are always full, but the local shelters are getting emptier. This dog had a special mission. His owner threw a ball too far and it got stuck behind a fence. They had to make a plan to get it back. She put a little costume on him and told him what to do. The dog looked ready to go. After searching for a long time, he finally found the ball. He escaped from the area and came back with the ball in his mouth, like a little spy who had finished his job. This girl squirrel wakes up like a real-life Snow White. Her first job, feeding the dogs, with each slice perfectly portioned to their size. Next, the birds fly in. Though some are picky, the squirrel, however, never refuses a snack, but she always saves the final piece for her shyest friend, the little bunny, waiting patiently in the corner.